Hey folks, Mark here. As you can tell, I'm inside, but that's germane to what I want to talk about. Somebody was asking, how far should your gaze, your range gaze be? And well, you're actually looking at some of the reasons why you really can not look too far sometimes. And the answer to the question to how far your range, your gaze should be is as far as you can possible. Now, looking that way, I have a lot longer review, but not really. But when I'm coming in here through the front door, well, not exactly, but when I'm coming through the front door into this area, the amount of range that I can see is pretty limited, okay? But I want to look at that. But entering into this area where I have a longer range that I can see, that's what I want to look at. However, here's the thing. I come walking outside and it's a game changer, right? I can now see a lot longer. Now, distance in an urban environment can change radically. And part of the reason why the distance of or the issue of range and how far you should look is important is in a civilian context, most violence happens really close. Okay. Now, when people join the military situation, attacks can come from a long distance. And I mean, this is nothing in comparison to the fact that, let's look all the way down there. You know, a mortar could be launched from that far. Artillery barrage is like miles away. But so what they teach military, when people go into the military, they're taught to scan for danger way out. Now, this is also very important because when you're like dealing with attacks coming in from way away, you also have to know where to send your message of, we do not appreciate this behavior. So, you know, they're always looking for far. But in a civilian context, you don't really need to look far to spot immediate danger. So going back over here to the door, way more common is attacks are going to happen from up close. So if you walk through a door, there could be somebody waiting here. So, you know, if you scan, I'm getting an echo here, so I'm going to go back out. So if you scan close, that's fine, right? But then scan further out. Now, the reason this is important is it's not going to be an attack from further out, okay, for most situations. I mean, really doubtfully you're going to get a sniper up there on that roof waiting for you. But what it does is when you look close for immediate situations like coming out of a door, you scan a little further, and then you scan even further. So my first scan is looking towards, say, the first row of cars, and that's a distance, okay? Now wait, there's nothing over here to catch my attention, so I can scan further out. But basically, the reason you're doing these further scans is to spot potential trouble. It's not an attack, but it's a potential for problems. So you look way over there. Let's say there's a guy hanging out by that bright blue car. Let's say he's hanging out there. That's not likely to be a danger to you, but it could be a potential problem. I mean, if the guy's watching you and he's waiting for you to go to one of these cars, that's something you need to know about, but it's not an immediate danger. So the further out you look, the more warning you can get. And that's just a really easy way to understand this concept. But what's most important about this is if you don't see anybody, you're not in danger. So relax.